I'm a little bit scared. It's a bit of a mess. You are going to be shocked by what you see now. It's going to be tough. I'm already feeling it. Today, now, it's all starting to kick off. Okay, you're not going to believe what I just found in my bag. I can't work out whether I'm in a good place or a bad place. Well, that was harder than I thought it was going to be. Guess what? I'm injured again. I say again, it's the same injury that's been plaguing me for the last 3 years. So I'm going to try something this week. I'm going to try and not eat any food for 5 days to see if that cures my Achilles. So I've got Achilles tendonitis, or tendinopathy as it's called nowadays. They like to change everything, don't they? Diplodocus, Uranus, everything. It's impacting my work. My work is hiking, so being outdoors is a little bit difficult if I'm injured. I'll go into more detail later in the video about how it happened and how I've been coping with it these last 3 years. But I watched an episode of Diary of a CEO about a year ago. They had a guest on called Dr. Mindy Peltz. She's an expert on fasting and things like that. And she talked about exactly this. She had an injury, she had Achilles tendinopathy, tried everything, like me. I've tried everything. I've tried ice, I've tried resting for weeks, not doing anything, elevation, I've even tried physio, I've had acupuncture as well. Nothing's worked. She had exactly the same thing, couldn't get rid of it, and she decided to do a 3-day fast. And I think she said that she got to day 3 and it had cured about 50%. And then she thought, well, you know what, I might just carry on, keep going for 5 days. And after the 5th day, it had completely gone and it's never come back. So after watching that, well, it's taken a year, but after watching that, I thought, maybe I should do that and see if it fixes it. It's just like I say, it's taken a year to pluck up the courage to do it, because it is extreme, isn't it? I'm a little bit scared, but I'm going to do it. It's worth a go, because as I said, this is my job. I need to be able to get out and do these sorts of things, hiking and what have you. It's certainly put all the multi-day hikes completely on hold now. I'll talk about that, you know, in the next few days as we go into hell. So 5 days, no food, water only, electrolytes, black coffee. Let's see how we get on. But first, we need to go and cook my last supper. Let's go and eat. Right, welcome to Crag Cottage. Before we start cooking, let's take a look at the Achilles. Let's have a look at what we're working with here. Hopefully you'll be able to see how swollen the left one is compared to the right. So I'm kind of hoping you can see that. I mean, look how thick that is, that there, compared to that. Look how thin that tendon is. That's how it should be. There's a big lump there as well. It's a bit of a mess and swollen. Yeah, it's not looking great, is it? I'll tell you what else is not looking great. My fridge. It's a bit depressing. Is that the saddest fridge you've ever seen in your life? It's incredibly depressing. I've tried to eat everything before this week, so there's no wastage. So yeah, it's looking a bit sad. However, hey, oh come on, I might as well have that. Yeah, I can't waste this. Cheers. You are going to be shocked by what you see now at this final meal. Sweet. Sweet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a bit chaotic, it's a bit messy, but my goodness, smell it. It's delicious. That is done. It's ready to go. Sweet. It's like Klingon. Oh yeah. Is this the weirdest meal you've ever seen in your life? Oh yeah. Should have a pizza. Right, here we go. Last meal for 5 days. It's 120 hours of no grub. So I'm going to take my time with this and eat it very slowly and enjoy every single delicious mouthful. Okay, all done. Let's start the clock. And now you can sit back and enjoy watching me descend into madness for the next 120 hours. Go and get yourself a brew. I'd love to have a brew right now. Oh, God. Okay, now that the food's done, we're in that kind of strange place of, well, what do I do now? I need to take my mind off it. I need to stay focused on other things this week. I think that is going to be the theme this week, is staying busy and trying not to think about food too much, which is tricky, isn't it? It is tricky. In this world that we live in now, it's very difficult to avoid food. So I'm going to edit video. I'm going to edit this video, in fact. And I think tomorrow we're going to go out and do another walk. In fact, every day this week, we're going to go and do a walk. And I'll talk about that tomorrow, why we're doing it, why I'm not sat just with my leg up the whole week. There is a reason. So yes, on that note, I'll see you in the morning, and I think we'll probably have a weigh-in as well. Morning, welcome to day one. This is it. This is the true beginning of the whole week. I think it's time to get a coffee on. Okay, spoiler alert, I've already had a coffee. There's no way I'm doing all this stuff, like doing a weigh-in first, without having coffee number one. We'll have coffee number two in a sec. Let's, for the sake of science, see how much I weigh. Now, this isn't about weight loss at all. I really don't want to lose any weight if I can help it. But it is inevitable. 5 days without food, I'm just going to lose not quite a bit. I reckon around about 4 pounds of fat, maybe, and a little bit of water weight. It's just going to be interesting to see how much weight is lost during this week. So let's have a look. Now you're going to see how much of a wide boy I am. 207.2 pounds. That's pretty hefty. It'll just be interesting, won't it? It'll be interesting. Like I said, it's not about the weight loss. It's about the healing of the fast that's important. Right, enough of that. Let's get a cup of coffee on, and then I'm going to fill my bottles here. This is all I'm going to be having, the black coffee and the water all week. And I'll show you what I'm doing with this in terms of electrolytes and things like that. Right, coffee. Okay, tell you what, let's fill the bottles first and then we'll get the coffee going. So I'm going to be drinking 3 litres of water a day, and I'm going to put a pinch of this in. This is the Celtic sea salt. Okay, just a little pinch. Perfect. Now, coffee. Right, let's go and do some work. Okay, I'm just going to spend as many hours as possible working, I think, today. I'm going to keep myself busy. I think all this week I'm going to try and keep myself busy. That's why we're going to go for a walk later on as well. We'll talk about why when we're doing it. Day one is fine. This stage at the moment is okay. I'm pretty full from yesterday's meal. You saw how large it was, flipping heck. So I'll see you in a bit when we go for a walk. Hey, it's good to be out of the house, you know. Going a little bit stir crazy there, just staring at the screen. And I think that is what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to be going out every day and doing a bit of a walk. I'm trying to slow myself down a little bit here, get carried away. So every day I'll go and do a 3.5 mile to 4 mile walk, just to get some air in my lungs, keep the fitness up a little bit, but more importantly, to just give me some space from the computer screen and just a place to, you know, think about stuff. I find walking is so good for thinking and sorting out problems and coming up with solutions and things like that. So I want to continue that this week. But the main reason I want to come out and do walks every day this week is to have that benchmark. I don't want to stop eating and also just put my feet up all week, because then how do we know come Friday if the Achilles has healed? How do we know it's the fast or just the fact that I've been resting all week? My Achilles is absolutely killing me today. It's really sore, really swollen. Oh, look at it. Can you see it? Cankle. Okay, I was going to tell you how all this came about in the first place. So if you're a regular to the channel, you'll remember a video I did up on Scawfell Pike. It was called something like the quickest way up to Scawfell Pike, or something like that. Scawfell Pike the most direct route or something like that. It was a wonderful day, really, really spectacular route, and had no problems whatsoever on the day. However, the next day I was feeling tired and a bit stiff, you know, but I went and did another walk. I met up with friends and we went and did Lang How, and it's a bit of a steep pull up to the very top of Lang How, and as I was going up I felt it, it's like a strange, horrible, wet pulling feel. I was like, oh no, oh no, that did not feel good at all, and it's not been right since. That was the moment it happened. So about a year after that, I went to Asint and tried to do Sullivan, and it scuppered that whole lot. I couldn't record I recorded the video, but I couldn't climb any of the mountains. I was gutted. So anyway, on the way home from that trip, long old drive in the dark, I started thinking, and I thought, I wonder if it's my calf that's causing the problem. I wonder if my calf being tight all the time, if it's just putting my Achilles under load constantly. So then when I'm going up steep ground, it's already tight and under load, and then it, snap. Yes, that drive home made me realise I think my calf is screwed. So I spent the next 2 years stretching like mad, and I think that has helped, no doubt about it. I mean, the last 2 years I have been going out and doing a lot of walks, as you know. So I went to a physio, and she looked at it and said, yeah, you've got a bunch of knots in there. You need to work on those knots, get the knots out, and that should hopefully release the calf, and then you can start to work on healing the Achilles, which is where we are now, really. I've been putting up with this for 3 years, but it needs to go, because I'm at the point now when I want to go and do much bigger walks. You know, I can't go and do things like the Cumbria Way or the Dales Way. On those walks, I'd wake up in the morning and I'd be a little bit stiff in the morning, you know, and it'd be fine, stretch off. But lately, just coming back from some of the hiking away and rights walks I've been doing, the next day, I can't walk. I'm really struggling and a lot of pain. So doing a long distance, multi-day hike at the moment is impossible. So it's got to get fixed. I've just spotted a cow. This is Whitbarrow, by the way, if you're wondering where the hell I am. You look delicious. Delicious, darling. I can't not have any gate porn in it. So, as if I'm not already injured enough, I've gone and gouged myself with a bramble. Same leg. Watch this, I'll survive the fast and die of sepsis. Maybe that's the universe just telling me just to chop it off. Just chop the leg off at the ankle. There we go. Sorted. Morecambe Bay. We got Hampsfell and everything all that way. You don't care about that, you're not here for that. You're here for the fast, I think, I don't know. Right, let's get back. Let's get back to the van. Let's get home and get some dinner. Oh. And another thing that's really depressing is the fact that I just can't do anything this week. I can't go and socialise, I can't meet up with any of my friends, because it's inevitably going to end up in a pub or a cafe or a restaurant or something like that. There's going to be food involved, so yeah, I'm just going to be on my Todd all week. It's going to be tough. I'm already feeling it. Day one, I'm feeling how tough it's going to be. But at this stage, day one, I'm already thinking about what meal I'm going to have to break the fast on Friday. There's all kinds of ideas, and they're going to get more and more outlandish as the days go on. But let me know what you would do. Let me know what meal you would choose to break your fast after 5 days of eating nothing. Okay, back at the van. Right, let's go home. Oh, back yam. I'm stood next to the fridge. I don't want to be standing by the fridge. I tell you what, I'm not really missing food at all. I just want to sit outside. I want to have a cup of tea. That's all I want. Just a nice cup of tea. I think I'm going to miss tea more than anything else. I'm not going to moan. I'm going to try not to moan through this video, if I can help it. It's 5:45. I might have an early night tonight, you know, just maximise time in bed and just minimise time awake. Well, that's it, I guess. There's not a lot to talk about. I'll see you tomorrow morning for coffee. Yay. Oh, hi. Just, you know, checking what's going on in the world of breakfast. It's looking good. Yep. It's all good here. Good afternoon. I would say good morning, but morning is a dim and distant memory. It's afternoon now. We're looking at around about 1:30 on day 2. It feels like day 6 already. It's a little bit disconcerting. But we're now heading into the ketosis stage of the whole fast. So yesterday really was a nothing of a thing, really. It was just a bit grumpy and a bit tired and ugh. It didn't really do anything, but today, now it's all starting to kick off. This is where it's starting to get interesting. So it's at this time that the body is going to stop using glucose as an energy source and switch over to ketones. So the body's going to start to break down fat, and then ketones will be produced in the liver and then used as energy. So a little bit like an oil refinery. Crude oil goes in, petrol comes out as the fuel. In the same way, fat is going to go in, broken down from fat stores, there's enough of them, and then ketones are going to come out, and that's going to be the fuel. But obviously, because my glycogen stores are completely depleted, almost depleted, there is going to be a little bit of a switch over. So there's going to be a period of energy gone, feeling like absolute death, and then the body's going to kick in and start burning the fat, and the liver will start to produce the ketones, and then energy will go up. And that's when you start to get that, you know, the mental clarity, the brain fog goes, you feel energized, you feel great. In terms of the Achilles itself, no change there at all. Maybe slightly less inflamed, but yeah, the pain's still there. I can still feel it. Every step is like, ooh. I'm not surprised about that. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow is the key day. Everything so far is leading up to tomorrow. That is the most important day. That's when the autophagy starts. That's when the body starts to repair itself. I put it out to my Patreon community last night, the Black Clan, and asked them a question, asked them what I asked you, you know, what would you break your fast with when it comes to Friday? Got some really great responses actually, some of them quite desirable, I guess. Kind of got me going a little bit. Things like curries and pizza, steak, that'll be good. But then obviously got a whole bunch of really sensible ideas as well, like things like, you know, broth. So I probably will go with something along those lines. It makes a lot of sense. I don't want to kill myself, just collapse in a heap because my stomach's just ruptured or something. And we'll keep the naughty stuff for Saturday. But what a great community, honestly, all rallying around, and they all rally around each other. That's where we're going, just up there. It's just suddenly got really busy now. Right, got a bit of gate porn here for you. We need to get through it without letting this lot through. So we're only going up here, look, as you can see it's sort of flattening out the hill. I feel like I'm on a hiking video. It's not a hiking video, this is a fasting video. This is a starvation video. So I can't remember if I mentioned it yesterday, but this last year I've done about 4 48-hour fasts, just for the hell of it, you know. And it's at this point where, because we're coming up to the point now where I'd be breaking the fast, I'll be getting excited about food. Let's have a look. Yeah, so 2 o'clock, like, yeah, what are we having for dinner tonight? There's no dinner tonight. There's no dinner tomorrow night. There's no dinner the night after that either. I think we've got people up here, and I think they're having the butties. And that's the thing, you know, coming out and doing walks like this, the thing I think about when I get to the halfway point is always, oh, let's get the butties out. Let's get the marsh bar out. Here we go, on Halbarrow. So this is where I'd come. I would have butties right here. This is the perfect place, look, just to sit here and enjoy that view. Okay, you're not going to believe what I just found in my bag. You're just not going to believe it. It's the other half of the marsh bar duo. That is torture. Torture. Okay, I can now move over to the trig point. Now those guys have gone. They were stuffing their faces with all kinds of goodies. I couldn't be near them. But I think that's it for today, you know. obviously I'm going to carry on with the rest of my walk because I need to get home. But there's nothing else to talk about. We're just in this weird transition phase now where, you know, just, yeah, I can't work out whether I've got energy or not. I can't work out whether I'm in a good place or a bad place. I'm hoping by tomorrow I'll be in a good place, but we'll see. And like I said, tomorrow is what the whole purpose of this fast is about. It's to get to the healing stage. We've been faffing around with fat loss and things. We just want to get to the healing. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow morning, probably at coffee, and then we'll get out and do another walk, and we'll talk about this autophagy phase. I just got talking to the farmer there as he was coming down off near Halbarrow, the one that had all the sheep. I asked him, you know, if there were lamb in there, if they were going to go and get. And he said, no, not yet. And he turns the engine off and he said, oh, do you like lamb? I said, oh, not really. It's a bit fatty, but I do like pork. And that was it then. How was it the conversation turned to pork belly, pork chops, bacon butties. Oh. I said to him, look, you need to go. I'm on a 5-day fast. This is killing me. Oh, hi. I'm just keeping an eye on things, you know, to make sure everything's all right with the pizzas, that they're doing okay. Yeah, looks like they're all right. Good morning. Welcome back. Hang on a minute. Swig. Yeah, not feeling massively great this morning. So I woke up this morning, just felt rough, a bit headachy actually. I think I'm going to up my water intake to 4 litres. This is the point of autophagy. So day 3 is when the autophagy starts. And autophagy literally means self-eating. So it's your body's breaking down or just getting rid of damaged cells and creating new ones. So this is really the beginning of the healing stage. This is what it's been all about, the whole thing so far. So I think it's around about day 2, day 3, where your body starts to produce intestinal stem cells. Not easy to say. They basically begin to repair the gut. But it's around about day 3, day 4, so today and tomorrow, the body is flooded with systemic stem cells. So the whole body should get repaired. That's what I'm hoping for today, to start feeling the improvement, you know, in the Achilles. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you a bit later on. Cheers. I've had a delivery from Sarah. Sarah lives over in the US, and she sent me a little care package, and I can already see on the side here, chocolate bar, peanuts, chocolate snacks. This is gonna be torture, but you can join in. You can join in and watch the torture of this. Oh yeah. Oh look. There's a little note there. You can't read that. That's for me. I shall read that later on. Oh, this is hell. Hell on earth. M&M's, Reese's peanut butter cups. What have we got here? There you go. Peanuts. They look really good. Oh my God. Oregon hazelnut toffee. Oh. Roasted salted hazelnuts. I think she knows I like nuts. Pretzel toffee whirl. Oh, yes. I've had this before. She sent this before. This is my favourite. In fact, I've had this on a video. Oh, it's a bit of a problem. Okay. I'm just going to pack it all away now and have a look at it on Saturday. In the meantime, just have this. Yay. Right, we're outside at last. Been stuck in the house all day. Feeling a little bit delicate, to be honest with you. Oh, train going past. Yeah, I've been feeling really weak and not at all energised. However, I think I might have turned a corner, you know, because I'm feeling quite energised now. I feel pretty good. So we're going to have a walk along the prom. It's about 1 mile long. So a 2 mile walk altogether, just perfect, nice and flat as well, no hills. Just going to give my Achilles a little bit of a break today. It's lovely down here. It may get busy. We are going to have to walk past a cafe as well. I'm hoping it's shut. I was thinking earlier on that I've spent hardly any money this week. Well, nothing. I've not gone out anywhere. I've not had any food out. I've not been to the shop to buy any supplies, any food. It's incredible. And I was also thinking as well that the bin's not filled up. I've not had to empty the bin or not had to put anything in the bin, just a bit of coffee grinds. I've not had to do any washing up. Hey, there are other benefits, you know, to fasting. Okay, this is a great relief. I think the cafe is closed. This is it here, look. There's normally tables and chairs outside. Let's hope no smells drift out. Oh no, there's people there eating. Oh no, don't look at them. Try not to look. Oh, I'm not kidding you, my stomach rumbled like mad then. It was like distant thunder rumbling right across the sky. Cafe number 2, looks like it's closed. Hallelujah. I was talking to Sarah earlier on. She was telling me about these egg rolls that her mum used to make. And oh my goodness. She sent me a picture of some egg rolls and then said that her mum used to make them. And then she sent me a picture of some Lebanese meal that she had. It was absolute torture. I'm not kidding you, I'm craving everything. So after that conversation, I was craving egg rolls. I was craving Lebanese food of all description. I'm craving peanuts now, pizza, sausages. After yesterday's conversation with the farmer, I'm definitely craving smoky bacon. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, that's wishful thinking. Tomorrow, Friday, did it again? Friday, I'm gonna break my fast with a broth. I've got it, I've already bought it in, ready to go. But I'm gonna get some nice bread with it as well. So we're gonna head out to perhaps Levin's or something like that, to the bakery there and get some decent, good quality bread. And then it's all gonna kick off on Saturday morning. Okay, Achilles check. Feels all right, you know. It does feel all right. I think a lot of that is the swelling's gone down, but I'm certainly not feeling like I was yesterday and the day before, you know, after some longer walks. It's always the morning, it always feels bad. Whereas this morning, it didn't feel bad. Yeah, I don't think the healing started yet. Maybe today, maybe now I'm feeling a bit better, it might start working. It really does need to work, this, you know. This is my job. It's gotta work. I've gotta get it fixed. This is just what I needed today, you know. There is a temptation to not do anything and to stay at home and sleep all day. But just getting out into nature like this, simple walk like this. I can hear all the seabirds out there. We've got oyster catchers and curlews and everything and gulls. It's flipping beautiful. Okay, let's head back along the prom. I've done a mile now. I think I was going to head home and just vegetate for the rest of the night. No more updates, no more talking, no more of that, I'm done. Energy has gone, so all that energy I had when I started off the walk has gone. So I'm hoping that I'm going to feel a little bit better tomorrow. We'll see. Refried beans. Whoa! What we got here? Free bentos. Oh, hello. Just checking stock, nothing to see here. Good afternoon. I was going to say good morning, but it's not morning. However, it is day 4. Day 4, can you believe it? This week is flying by, and let me tell you, I'm feeling absolutely fantastic today. Absolutely unbelievable. Yesterday I felt like death. I felt awful. I've got absolutely no hunger at all. No cravings. When I think about food, I'm like, whatever. It's weird. It's such a weird thing. But I guess that is like what they say, you know, your body's burning the fat at this stage, day 4. We're well into ketosis now, deep ketosis and autophagy. It doesn't need food for energy, it's burning the fat, so I've got everything I need. So the hunger's gone. On top of that, on top of just feeling good physically, I feel good mentally as well, so I just feel stable. I'm not saying I'm mentally unstable or anything like that, but you know, I just feel just really calm. I guess that's the only word for it, calm. I feel very, very calm at the moment. I'm trying to work out where the sun is. Where do I point this thing? Also, I just want to mention as well, I didn't mention it on Tuesday. Did I mention it on Tuesday? I might have mentioned it on Tuesday, I can't remember, about the sense of smell. So Tuesday I got a really heightened sense of smell, and I've had this before on 48-hour fasts. You can smell things a mile off. So if someone's eating some food somewhere, you can smell it. And I can smell next door's cooking through my walls, through solid brick walls. I can smell her cooking. I never used to be able to smell it. But today, I've got improved eyesight as well. My eyes just, everything's so clear. Uh-oh. We've got cows up ahead. And by the way, the irony is not lost on me at all. The fact that I'm not the biggest fan of cows and they're not the biggest fan of me, and yet it's my calf that's causing all of this issue. At the moment, the body is being flooded with systemic stem cells now. So it's now really that I should be getting that full healing process going on. And it has to be said, my Achilles is feeling significantly better, even to the touch. So if I squeeze the Achilles where it hurt before, it's a dull pain now. So it has definitely improved. It's such an interesting experiment, this. I'm really enjoying it. If you're wondering where we are today, this is Humphrey Head. This is the location where the last wolf in England was hunted and killed. It's an interesting fact and also a very sad one, I think. But when I think of the last wolf in England, I actually think of a pint of beer over in Cartmel. So there's a little microbrew there called Unsworth Yard, and they brew a dark ale called Last Wolf, and it is by far my favourite pint, my favourite beer ever. I'm looking forward to getting a pint of that at some point soon, this weekend I think. There's a bit of trig action. This is perfect actually, so I can show you now what I've been doing in terms of stretching for my Achilles. I think it was back in 2023 when I went to Sullivan and I'll drive back, like I mentioned on day one. I jumped out the van at some point. I thought, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to stretch my calf off. So I do the normal stretches like that, which are great, you know, but I don't really seem to get a deep enough stretch. So I gave this one a go and held it for 30 seconds. And I'm not kidding you, the relief on my Achilles was instant. So I've been doing this, you know, periodically through the day. I do this before every single walk for both legs. I don't want it to happen on my right leg as well. And then I do it at the end of a walk. I also do it after me butties, you know, if I'm on one of the hikes, and just hold it for 30 seconds. And what a difference that makes. So that's allowed me to carry on limping along really with this injury to the Achilles, but obviously it's not fixed the Achilles. It's helped address the tightness of my calf, but again, it's not fixed the calf either, because the calf's got knots in it and there's issues there, or there were issues. But yeah, that's helped a heck of a lot. So that's pretty much the update for today. There's not really much else to say besides the fact that I feel absolutely fantastic. I hope I feel like this again tomorrow. I'm going to carry on around the walk. I'll show you little bits of it down to the down to the sea there, back round through the woods. And then I'll see you in the morning. Good morning and welcome to day 5. The last day, we're on the last push now. Hallelujah. I'm so excited. Although saying that, I do feel pretty good at the moment. I don't feel tired like I did the other day. I don't feel hungry. I feel normal, just like I normally do. It's amazing. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. We're going to go for a little bit of a walk now. But first, we're going to go and get some bread for tonight to have with the broth, which I'm also very excited about. Just a bunch of hours left. I'm going to break the fast at 6 p.m. so it's exactly 120 hours. This is going to be tough, going into the bakery to get food. I just look at it and can't touch it, but let's go. Okay, just a few items, not a lot. You'll see when we get home what I've got. Well, that was harder than I thought it was going to be. Not having cravings and, you know, thinking about food much, I thought it'd be all right, but the smell as I walked in there was a little bit overwhelming in a nice way. So we're gonna go and do a walk. I was gonna go do a coffee first, but we'll walk first and then we'll go and grab a coffee afterwards. In terms of the fast, it's going good. I must admit, my Achilles does feel a little bit not as good as yesterday, which is weird. So I went to bed last night thinking, hey, it feels great. Woke up this morning like, it's twinging a little bit, you know. So I don't know, am I just violent in bed or something? I don't know. Can you see any deer? There's loads of deer around here. There's goats here as well, they're amazing. Do you care? I don't know. You're here for the fast, aren't you? With it being day 5, I must be in this real deep fat burning zone now. You know, the ketosis and autophagy. So autophagy must be kicking off big time, deep autophagy. I would highly recommend watching the 2 videos on Diary of a CEO that feature Dr. Mindy Peltz. Very, very good. And she goes into the fasting again on the second one, into a little bit more detail. Oh, I got the baguette goats here, look. Oh, they're so cute. Can you see them? I love goats. And I'd also go and check out Dr. Berg as well. He's done a video, 5-day fast video, goes into a lot of detail about what's happening in your body. It's been amazing. I don't know if the Achilles is healing. I don't know. Like I said, it's tweaking a little bit today, but apparently some of the magic happens when you refeed. So even if it's helped it a little bit, it's just pushed it on a bit, got it over the hump as it were. Now I can concentrate on healing it properly. Look at the goats, they're so cute. In fact, I'll face you towards them. So yeah, even if this is just the beginning really of the healing phase, I'm all right with that. Oh, this is very cute. So I'll carry on. I'm going to keep going round onto a road here on the other side of the river basically and back to the van. So I shall see you back home and I'll show you what I've got. I'll show you what I bought for later on. Hey, cows, luckily on to the side of the field. I just remembered, now we've got on this side of the river again, that I said we're going to go and have a coffee, didn't I? So we'll go and do that first before we head on home. Or at least go and see how busy it is, because it could be rammed. It's raining and it's sunny, love it. Right, it's 6 p.m, but I've made a boob. So I went back and checked my footage and it was actually 7 p.m. that I finished eating. So I've got another hour to wait, honestly. But I think what we'll do now is have the final weigh-in. Just check to see how much weight's been lost, just for the sake of science, you know, like I said at the beginning. It's not about weight loss, but it'll be interesting to see. Now, I really don't like the idea of doing this, but I'm going to put a comparison picture on the screen now of day 1 and today. This morning it was. The lighting's a little bit different, but I think you can see that there's definitely a narrower waist on the right hand side there compared to what it was on Sunday. So let's see how that translates into actual pounds. 195 dead on. So it was 207.2, wasn't it, on Sunday? Now, if my calculations are correct, that is 12.2 pounds. That's a significant amount, isn't it? Now, I know that a big chunk of that will be water weight, but there will definitely be fat burnt there as well, because what have I been living on for the last 4 to 5 days? You know, there's been no food at all, so the body must have been tapping into fat stores. I can definitely feel it. Maybe you can see it in the photograph, I don't know. But like I said, it's not about that, it's about the Achilles. In terms of Achilles, well, we'll talk about that tomorrow and we'll discuss what's going on and whether this has been worthwhile or not. In the meantime, I've got to wait an hour. Oh, I'll tell you what, let me show you what I got from the shop. So I've got a sourdough here. Oh, look at that. Look at it. It's obscene, isn't it? ×2. I'll have these tomorrow for lunch or something. With a bit of ham, a bit of cheese. And I got this is very, very naughty. Look at that. It's the brookie. So it's a half hazelnut and chocolate cookie and half brownie. It's there for the weekend at some point. But tonight is all about, you know, just easing in. So another broth. And then about 9 o'clock, probably I'm gonna have an omelette, very basic omelette. Right, I'll see you in 50 minutes. Doesn't look much, does it? Flipping heck. Hey, it smells good though. Okay, here we go. 10 seconds left. Might as well tear my bread up. Get ready. Oh, heck. That's it, 120 hours. Done. Right, I'm gonna get stuck into this. That was very good indeed. And probably just about the right amount of bread. I know I'm not supposed to have bread, but yeah. But that is stage 1 of the refeed. I'm gonna have stage 2 in about an hour and 40 minutes. And then that'll be it then for the night until tomorrow, where we're gonna have porridge. Well, I am, I don't know about you guys, but it's in the fridge now, it's soaking, the oats are soaking, so I'm very excited about that. Anyway, I'll see you later on. Oh, this looks so good, and it smells so good. You can't beat an omelette, you know. It's one of the simplest things ever, but my goodness. I love food. You don't need to see me eat this. I'll catch up with you tomorrow morning for the next phase of the refeed. And then we're going to go for a little bit of a walk and a wrap up and a debrief of the whole week and just assess whether it's been successful or not quite successful. I'll see you in the morning. Okay, here we are at the end of the week, and boy, what a week it's been. It's been a real roller coaster, hasn't it? It's been, you know, a roller coaster of emotions and physical ability. You know, when you think back to day 2, I was feeling tired, and halfway through that walk, I just seemed to crash. And then day 3 was a day of cravings and feeling extremely exhausted, and then coming back up again. Day 4 was amazing, total switch. Full of energy, really calm. Remember I mentioned I was so calm. And then day 5, yesterday, was just the best day. It was like day 4, 10x'd. It was incredible. So it's been a real mixed bag this week, but the big question is, has it sorted out my heel? And the answer to that is, sort of. Let me stress that I've been dealing with this Achilles tendinopathy for the last 3 years. So it's either been in a state of discomfort or pain, somewhere along that spectrum. It's never felt good at any point in those 3 years. I've been just managing it and getting by and stretching and things like that, but I felt it every single day. Today, nothing whatsoever. So I woke up this morning, no pain. I've just walked up here now, so I've just done 2 miles, just over 2 miles. Absolutely nothing at all. No twinges, no pain, nothing. And at this point in the walk every day, because I do this walk every day, it would be aching by now. You know, I would have tweaked it a couple of times, it would be aching, but today, nothing. Now, is it healed? I don't think so. I don't think it is healed. I think there's still a way to go. There's still a big lump there. The tendon is still thick, so obviously the fibres have come apart. They should be, you know, bound tighter together to be strong. So I think the Achilles is weak at the moment. However, I think this fast has just made me leap way down that road to recovery and healing. And I think now, if I continue with the physiotherapy and the stretches and everything else, you know, and just resting up a little bit, maybe not doing some of these longer hikes that I've got planned, I think I'm actually on the path to full recovery, which is very exciting. And it just blows my mind to think that our bodies can do that. It's remarkable that our bodies can do that without any drugs or medication or anything like that. Just 5 days, no food. And that whole 3 years of trying to fix it, it's kind of done, or certainly a long way down that way in just 5 days. So the fact that we can heal ourselves is incredible to me, incredible. I think this 5-day fast has been a resounding success, and I'm going to incorporate it into life in general. So I'm going to do one once a year, probably in the new year. So after that horrendous period of Christmas and New Year of eating and drinking, probably 1st of January, 5 days, just detox, heal up anything else that's going on. Yeah, I think everybody should give a 5-day fast a go, or at the very least a 3-day fast. Not for the fat loss benefits, because you know you do get them, but for everything else, like the healing, for example. But also there's a lot of other stuff going on that I've not mentioned because I'm not a doctor or a scientist, but you can Google it. There's all sorts of things going on in your gut, fixing your gut, and in your brain as well. There's like brain cells being fixed and everything. It's unbelievable. Read into it a bit more. So I might start making a bit more sense of my videos, you never know. If you've got an injury or a niggle that you're trying to get rid of, and this has sort of inspired you to give this a go, let us know in the comments. In fact, let us all know, because we all read the comments, and we can get a little bit of a discussion going here about this, because it is fascinating, really, really fascinating. And if you've done this before yourself and you've healed something, again, let us all know. Let us know how long you did it for, what the injury was, or whatever it was you're trying to heal. Yeah, it'll be useful for everybody to see. That's it, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. I'll see you back out on a normal video pretty soon, hopefully a hiking one. If you've not seen the video in the end screen, by the way, check it out, because it's an absolute belter. Anyway, I'll see you soon.